Hey guys, this is Rachel from Cypress Textiles, and today we're going to make the Wattle tree square from the 2018 VVCAL Reboot. So let's get started. We're going to be using Shape Just Soft Fun, and I'm going to make a slip knot and chain 3, and then make a slip stitch in the third chain from the hook to make a ring. And then in my ring, I'm going to make a beginning DC, which is a single crochet and a chain 1, and then 15 more double crochets. So we're gonna have a total of 16 DC, including that beginning DC. All right, so I have 16 double crochet now, and I'm going to go into this chain of our beginning DC with a slip stitch. And then in the next stitch, I'm gonna make a beginning DC4 together. So to make a beginning DC4 together, I'm gonna go straight into making a beginning DC, which is single crochet, chain 1, and then yarn over, go into the next stitch, draw up a loop and draw the yarn through 2 loops on the hook. And I'm gonna do that 2 more times. Okay, and now I've got 4 loops on my hook, and I've worked over 4 stitches. Okay, I'm gonna yarn over and draw through all 4 loops, and then chain 4, 5, 6. Okay, chain 6, and then we're going to, over the next 4 stitches, make a DC4 together. So yarn over and go into the next double crochet. All right, and you're essentially making partial DC in each of the 4 stitches. And you're just not making the very last pass of the double crochet. So you're leaving 1 loop behind. All right, and this time I have 5 loops on my hook because I have my leading loop as well. All right, so I'll yarn over and go through all 5 loops, and that is my DC4 together. All right, chain 6, and that's my repeat. So I'm gonna make this DC4 together one more time, chain 6, and make 1 more. So I have 4 all together and 4 chain spaces as well. Okay, so now that I have 6 chains on the hook and I'm ready to join, I'll show you how I join into a decrease like this. So I go into these 4 loops on the front, and then I make a slip stitch through those. And that way the slip stitch kind of lines up with these loops and you can't even see it. And I'm ready to work into this next chain space. So I'm gonna start with a beginning DC. I don't chain up or anything. I just go ahead and get started with that single crochet, chain 1. So that's the first DC. And I'm gonna make 10 more double crochet in this loop. And then I'm gonna chain 1 and I'm gonna make 11 double crochet in all the rest of the loops until I'm back to the beginning. Okay, so this round is complete, and I've got a chain 1 on my hook, and I'm going to join into this beginning DC with a slip stitch. Okay. And now in my next stitch, I'm going to make a beginning DC. All right, so I'm working into this second DC of the previous round. I'm going to make a beginning DC, a single crochet, chain 1, and then a chain space, DC, chain 1, DC, chain 1. Okay, and now I'm at my center DC here, so I'm going to make a DC, chain 3, and DC in the same stitch. So that's our corner, DC, chain 3, DC. And then I'm gonna go back to doing chain 1, DC, chain 1. And in all the rest of the stitches, just chain 1, DC. Okay, and when you get to your last double crochet from your 11, you're gonna skip it. And then just make a chain 1, and then your first DC from your next group of 11, you're gonna skip that as well. So you're gonna make into the next stitch your double crochet. All right, and now you're back to your beginning of your repeat. So you've got your double crochet, chain 1, all right, and this is how your corner is going to look. Okay, so here's how your round is going to look. And I've got a chain 1 space on my hook right now, and I'm just going to make a slip stitch into the beginning DC of the round. And now I'm going to work into this chain 1 space with a single crochet, and then just chain 3, single crochet in the next chain space until you get to your corner. Chain 3, and then chain 3, and then when you get to your corner, you're just going to do single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet in the same corner. All right, you just keep going, chain 3, single, and you're working into the chain spaces. Okay, so when you get to the center chain space, almost there, you're going to skip it. Okay, so when you get to the center chain space on the side, you're going to skip over it and go into the next one. All right, and just keep on going and working chain 3, single crochet in the next chain space until you get to the corner. And just remember the corner is single, chain 3, single. Okay, so my round is complete. I have 3 chains on my hook, and I'm going to make a slip stitch in the first single crochet of the round. And now I'm ready for my final round, which is just plain SC. So in each of these chain spaces, starting with the first chain space here, I'm going to make 2 single crochet. Okay, so for these first 4 chain spaces, I'm making 2 singles each. And then in the corner, I'm going to make 3 singles. And then in the next 4 chain spaces, I'm going to make 2 singles each. And then in the center of the side, I'm going to make 3 singles. Okay, and that's my repeat. So 4 chain spaces with 2 singles each, and then the corner where you make 3 singles, and then 4 more spaces with 2 singles each, and then the side, center side where you make 3 singles again. Alrighty, so now the wattle tree square is complete. I've gone ahead and joined with the slip stitch to the first single crochet, and I'm going to go from back to front through both loops of the stitch to the left of the joining stitch, and bring that tail to the back, and then through back loop only from back to front through the stitch to the right of the joining stitch. I'm going to just bring that tail to the back, and that's how I weave my tail. Just go into each stitch from back loop only from back to front and grab the tail and pull it to the back. All right, so the wattle tree square is complete, and this is from the 2018 VVCAL Reboot. I only have a few more squares left for this cowl, so if you go to the YouTube playlist, you'll see all of the squares we've made so far, and I hope you guys are enjoying them. Happy crafting, y'all!